off and give them full cooling.
There is Beñat Fernandez then. He was the fastest rider on track.
It's Brian Iriarte that leads, but up the inside now, it's David Gonzalez there on the number.
It's all fairly sensible up towards turn 3.
And the ducking and diving, Christian Daniel looking for a way past.
Last time around, 0.2 of a second quicker than your leader, Christian Daniel.
11 into second place.
I think I saw Christian Daniel pushing Marco Morelli rather wide.
And it's Brian Iriarte second, then to Veda Pitama as they call out of the first.
So he could well be a threat later in the race, but what's for certain is these front 5 there in towards the penultimate turn, and there we have the weave-in riders trying to avoid
gear corner at the top of the hill. And they're all safely away so far, but Brian exactly.
Riders are just absolutely drilling it. They're not interested in a big pack race. They were the other riders catching too much of a slipstream. Morelli up the inside of Daniel again, just slots it there, goes a little
where he wants to be, chasing Veda Pitama, and he chased him all the way yesterday to pass him
and want to have one of their own.
Yeah, that's right. And Brian Iriarte and Veda Pitama
a little bit wide onto the green then, so he might himself have a track limits warning, but they have officially been caught by the
penultimate corner. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing. Christian Daniel Jr. on 70, but Morelli well able to drag this group away from the rest of the field, but that isn't happening at the moment. It's 3 abreast on
others. They've now got car pushing on their tail, car pushing moving up the inside, potentially, certainly of Morelli, but also
tries to squeeze him. Superb stuff, but Christian Daniel gets through. The American is up into 3rd place where he brakes.
Oh, and Christian Daniel, the last on the brakes there, just lets them off a little bit later than everybody. Potentially Daniel as well, not quite, as we see Morelli get pushed wide now by Beñat Fernandez.
Finished yesterday.
Absolutely brilliant. You've got to keep an eye as well on Hakim Danish in 9th place, former champion. Everybody else is going to go across track limits though on the exit of that, which is the risk you run as they come now moving up the inside. Danish side by side with Morelli in the background too. Leader now. We now sit 2nd place in the standings, 4 points off the lead. He is where he started in now, down towards 2A and 2B. Veda wants to go up the inside there again, but Christian Daniel just so late on the break.
So Iriarte leads from Gonzalez. I wonder now if Gonzalez has got
right position. He's got the yellow helmet at the back of the first couple of groups. Keep an eye on his progress, isn't he? Goodness me. And that was a bit of an example there. He slightly rushed the corner, but I don't think he sat
with the fellow Spanish one. If the 2 Spanish can make a break for it, they've got the slightest advantage. Yeah, superb start for all these guys. It really is building up into something special. I wonder whether
Feist his drive too much there on this big hill climb up towards turn 3.
And I think he dragged Veda over Veda Pitama in 3rd place.
But they were half a second slower last time around than
Pitama and Iriarte can break away.
Yeah,
Christian Daniel said he didn't get Pitama onto the green with him there at turn 1. But there's the chasing pack, including Beñat Fernandez, and they are
pushing Peter, the Yugoslavian rider, Kyrgyzstani rider, sorry.
And into the groove quickly enough yesterday. Up the inside of the number 11 is David Gonzalez. Are closing in. They're visibly closer now. You don't need to see the too much about the timing screens because you. Yeah, look at this stuff, side by side. And hard on the brakes, the back. Christian Daniel said he didn't get into the groove quickly enough in the wet yesterday and was determined to do it today. He is, can see, they are closing in.
And this is the danger, you know, Iriarte, Pitama, they do.
End of the KTM hopping around there as Brian turns it into the first right hand. Now in the groove, right behind Brian Iriarte.
Wow, look at this. Christian, this is super impressive. Not want a big pack, because all that means is, come the end of the race, it could be leading over the line.
And Agostinelli has got a long lap penalty.
He's not just quick in the wet as he was yesterday, he's quick in the dry too. That's where he got his first podium at the start of the year in the fight towards the final lap, and then finish up maybe 8th or 9th or something. They need every point that they can get. Yeah, that'll be a track limits thing as well, and it'll probably be, Pete, surely it'll be the final corner where there isn't really a ref, and we now have a 1, 2, 3. It looked like Veda was trying to break away at the start of it, but the person who is in his best interest to bring the group all together, Hakim Danish.
Yeah, and he
lit. It'll be the first turn as well. That'll be where these riders are getting caught. But they've caught him right back up. Will we see any kind of moves in towards 2A and 2B?
At the moment he's back in 8th place, but closing in. And that group runs all the way
down.
Right, side by side then on the brakes. This is where Brian was so late yesterday.
Still looking towards the inside, but thinks better of it.
And Marco Morelli was well off in the down to what? Sort of 16th, oh no, down to 20th position
Goodness me, absolutely.
today, and won the race. But this time it's Gonzalez who gets underneath him to take the lead. Green stuff exiting the first corner on that time. So we had some track limits warnings yesterday. They've got to watch.
Absolutely brilliant. There we go, the first of the track limits warnings coming in for Guillaume Plomb.
Keep off the green. Oh, no, using. Watch that.
In towards turn 3 they come then. 54 leads already. You don't want that track limits warning already at this stage in the game, do you? Because one more time.
Every bit of road, but staying away. And the number 11, David Gonzalez, a 17-year-old Spaniard. He has the lead now.
51, 70, 95, 11, 34 of Mitani, 6th place, Singapore. And you find yourself going through the long lap penalty.
Yeah, and there's Benyat Fernandez on the number 7. Can Brian Iriarte and Veda Pitama go with him?
Crucially, Peter into 6th place as they cross the line. 7th, great stop from him. Can't push him up from 8th place to 7th. As
He certainly has the pace to drag this group. And there's, who is that in the background, way off on the grid?
and that time around, Hakim Danish. Number 13 then, he's also overtaken Singapore now as well. Danish not making the progress that he needs to be making at this stage.
In that time. Right, so start and finish then. And there's somebody
On the chasing pack, Uriarte and Gonzalez side by side coming into 2A and 2B the season.
right, and Danny Revolta was saying that it's a case of make hazy pulling off. That was Christian Daniel
Yeah.
pulling his tape off the radiator as Brian Iriarte leads.
Who's going to be the last on the brakes? It is Gonzalez going way wide though. A big bubble for the number.
Slowly round here with these stop and go corners. You can't go in. The temptation is to rush in late over Veda Pitama. Up the inside is Morelli on Christian Daniel. He does it. Morelli takes
For 11, and he's going to mess up the drive for other riders. They have to cut back across it, and then we're going to have Danish. He's going side by
on the brakes, get it stopped, then turn, and he says you just screw yourself up completely. You cannot get out. Third place.
It was 9/10 of a second with the side. We've got 4 riders abreast towards turn 3. You got Danish. He's back in the 2nd place. It's
Corner well. Watch a rider like Brian Iriarte who knows what he's doing. He's a little bit slower into the corner, but much quicker.
chasing group across the finish line that time around, piece. They closed in by a 10th, but look at Brian. It's 1, 2, 3 in the championship, 1, 2, 3 in the race, and it all changes in the blink of an eye.
Coming out.
Got to hand it to Benyat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up from 24th on the out front. He's just thinking, no way, I'm absolutely going for it. Last time around, he set a 146.8.